and welcome back to Even More Useless Information. I'm Jason.
I'm Mark. This is our first exciting show of the year.
2011! Yay!
We thought we'd do a brief recap of some of our favorite and least favorite things of the last year. I think we'll start with our favorite movies. Jason?
My favorite movies, I really enjoyed Alice in Wonderland. I thought it was fantastic. I love Tim Burton. I thought it was very well done. I thought it was great. I didn't even mind the 3D conversion. No problem. It was great on DVD and Blu-ray. Fantastic. If you haven't seen it, see it. It's actually started a renaissance, though, because now we've got movies coming out, such as Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just called Riding Hood.
There's like two of them.
Yeah. One of them's coming out like in March, though.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, check it out if you haven't seen it. It's made $500 million. I'm sorry, it's made more than that. It's made $1 billion worldwide.
Nice.
Unbelievable. Anyway, other favorite movies that I have, I thought Tron Legacy was absolutely fantastic also. I thought the visuals were amazing. It's a great story. I thought that Jeff Bridges brought his dude character in a little bit too. I always appreciate that. Well done, entertaining. Saw it in IMAX and 3D with my cousin out in Indy. It was great. Great. If you have a chance to see it, it's still in theaters now. See it in 3D with a digital projector. You will not be disappointed. Another movie that will kind of catch you off guard a little bit here was The A-Team. I thoroughly enjoyed The A-Team. I was a fan of the TV show back in the day. I thought the A-Team movie was very entertaining. I really did. I thought it was exactly what you should expect out of it, which is not to take itself too seriously and have fun with it. Liam Neeson was freaking fantastic, did a great job as Hannibal.
Excellent. Yeah, that's one movie I haven't seen yet, and I should check it out. I'll let you know next week if I think it's one of the best movies of 2010. But I'm sure I'll have a couple of people disagreeing with my choices because I think the best movie of last year and of all time is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Of all time?
Maybe not of all time. I'm just kidding. But of the last several years, it is my favorite movie that I've seen. I've watched it like 6 times. And everybody should check it out, unless you're old and won't get it.
Nerd.
Toy Story 3 was probably my second favorite movie of last year. It was very well done. It was visually stunning, and it was quite touching at times, and hilarious to boot. So
I still have a special place for Toy Story 1.
All the Toy Story movies are amazing. And I would say most of the Pixar movies are amazing.
Most of them. I still am not feeling Bug's Life, man. The purple and blue ants, man,
yeah.
I just...
Bug's Life, Cars, yeah, I'm not doing it.
Cars was good, but I just hate NASCAR. I'm sorry.
And Machete. That was my third favorite movie from last year.
Machete was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Inception was going to be my third favorite movie until I saw Machete. That was just gluttony to the extreme. All sorts of amazing violence, all sorts of
great
amazing language. Machete, don't text. And nudity. There's some very attractive naked women in this movie.
I heard that Jessica Alba's nudity, I think that they CGI'd it or switched bodies or something like that.
No, it's Lindsay Lohan's.
Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah, she's...
Sure wasn't Jessica Alba?
Yes.
Oh, alright.
They had a double when they were in the pool.
Nice.
So a couple of honorable mentions for me were Inception was also amazing.
Inception was great. Inception should have made my best of 2010. Actually, it's probably broken into my top 10 favorite movies of all time. I did not give it credit by not giving it, putting it on my list, but great movie. Psychological thriller, very well done. See
Indeed.
it if you haven't.
Kick-Ass.
I loved Kick-Ass.
It was hilarious. It had to get mentioned. It's not in the top 3 for me, but and Expendables.
Which I can't wait for Kick-Ass 2. Balls to the wall!
I know. Should be awesome.
I still haven't seen the Expendables.
Oh, it's pretty good. I think it's kind of like Expendables to me is like what the A-Team is to you.
Okay.
And I think a couple of the movies that I was really disappointed in, I had much higher expectations. Iron Man 2 didn't do it for me. It did not have nearly as much fun and energy as the first one. Bleh. And then Robin Hood. Come on, it was boring. It should have been awesome, but it was boring.
And there you have it. It was boring.
Yeah.
So does that mean that the Kevin Costner Robin Hood back in the day was better?
Yes. I think I enjoyed the Kevin Costner
Guilty
Robin
pleasure.
Hood
Kevin
more.
Costner Robin Hood was great, man. It
was
great. Even the little action figures they had were really cool.
Nerd.
Nerd. Right here.
And I think my favorite Blu-ray release of like an old movie, Forbidden Planet. I had to mention that. It came out last year on Blu-ray. It's a delightful movie. Amazing transfer. And it had Robbie the Robot. Yeah, that was cool. So, did you have any extra disappointing movies?
No, I just didn't see the movies that I thought sucked.
Yeah. Well, I thought those movies were going to be awesome, and that's why...
When did Transformers 2 come out? Was that 2009?
It might have been 2009.
Yeah, that movie sucked.
And Avatar sucked, but I guess that was 2009.
That was 2009 too.
Darn. Movie news.
Moving on to this year's movie news, Jodie Foster's Beaver opens up.
Nice.
Opens up in March.
For Mel Gibson.
Jodie Foster is directing a dramedy that will have a limited release on March 23rd before expanding on April 8th.
Before opening further?
How far it expands remains to be seen. This is Jodie Foster's Beaver we're talking about here.
I know.
Summit will be distributing the film.
Oh.
Other movie news?
Yes. The Atari game Missile Command is going to get a theatrical movie. Who would have thought they're really digging deep in the barrel for this one?
Yeah.
Missile Command, what kind of a crappy game was that? You just like, pew, pew. I just can't picture an awesome movie coming from that.
I think Universal picked up the rights to Asteroids.
Ooh. I think that's about the same quality right there.
Asteroids was sort of a fun game, though. A little nostalgic.
I enjoyed the games, but really, a movie?
Battleship, yeah, we won't talk about that. No, not right now.
Ooh.
I have some touching news here. Every year, the Library of Congress's National Film Registry chooses 25 films that are culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant to be preserved for all time.
Scott Pilgrim?
This year's bunch includes The Empire Strikes Back.
Ooh.
And his short student film, Electronic Labyrinth, THX 1138 4EB. As you know, Empire was directed by the late Irvin Kershner, who passed away last year. The registry also honored the work of the late Leslie Nielsen with Airplane, and the late Blake Edwards with The Pink Panther. The list goes on, but those are the honorable mentions.
Nice.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Definitely. Zoolander 2. I'm very excited about that one. The first one was hilarious.
I think a lot of people will be excited for this. I have yet to see it.
But Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson in top form. Will Ferrell as Mugatu.
I just find him obnoxious. Man. I can't
well, he's even more obnoxious than usual in this movie, but it fits the part pretty well. Apparently, in the first one, they played these male models that were at the peak of their career, and in this one, it's 10 years later, and they're both totally washed up. It it should prove amusing, at least.
It sounds like all Will Ferrell movies.
Well, Will Ferrell is kind of a secondary character. But
I know, but most of the movies he's in, it's like, oh, here, I'm up high, and then I lose everything, and this is my road to redemption.
No.
It's like his model for all the movies he's in. Sequel news, we have Pirates 5 coming at ya. Are you ready for Pirates 5? Get ready, because Disney sure as hell is. Pirates 4 has not even been released yet, but Johnny Depp is on board for Pirates 5.
He gets paid well, so why not?
He loves playing that character, too.
Yeah. He has a lot of fun with it.
Oh, hell yeah. How cool would it be to just dress up like a pirate, you know?
Well, what's stopping you?
Hey, he was like in pirate gear when he visited some schools in the UK.
Of course he was.
Just because he can.
Yeah.
Box office numbers from last week. We have True Grit making its way to the #1 spot with bringing another 15 million, bringing its total up to 110.4 million. Little Fockers came in at #2 with 13.8 million, bringing its total up to 123.9. #3, Season of the Witch, the new Nicolas Cage movie, which looked mildly interesting.
Yeah, maybe.
Opened with 10.7 million. Tron Legacy came in with #4 with 9.8 million, bringing its total up to 147.9. And Black Swan coming in at #5 with 8.4 million, bringing its total up to 61.5.
How was Black Swan?
Black Swan was very well done, very well acted. Natalie Portman should absolutely get nominated for Best Actress for the Academy Awards for this role. It was touching, but it was disturbing. The story is a tragedy. It really is. Very well done, though. if you've ever seen Requiem for a Dream, it's in that same vein of movie. Definitely not a feel-good movie, but very well done. Kind of sick and twisted in some ways. And there's some female masturbation in it too.
That's the spirit.
Had to talk about that.
Yeah, mention it at least, yeah.
Another review I'm going to quickly touch on. Tron Legacy, saw it in 3D and IMAX. Fantastic. Again, special effects were amazing. See it if you haven't. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you, Josh, for going with me.
Ooh, there's a trailer out for Battle Los Angeles. That's the only trailer of note in the last week or two, so
That
check
movie
it out.
actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it should be cool.
I'm down.
For sure.
Down. Theatrical releases this week. We have The Green Hornet coming at you in 3D, which they actually pushed back so they could convert it to 3D. And what's the other movie? Oh yeah, The Dilemma.
Oh, The Dilemma. It's another dramedy, a Ron Howard directed movie with
Vince Vaughn and Kevin James.
Kevin James.
I don't like Kevin James, man.
Yeah, he can be funny, and he can also not. Mall Cop. That's about the peak of his career.
Yeah,
Sadly.
I'm surprised they did not fast track Paul Blart 2. I'm sure somebody heard me say it. It'll be coming down the pipe soon.
So he becomes a cop, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
DVD releases this week of mention. The Social Network by David Fincher looks fantastic. It's actually a front runner for quite a few Academy Award potential nominees or nominations.
Yeah.
And what else?
Piranha 3D. They have Piranha 3D and Piranha 3D in 3D. You can get either one. And one of my favorites that they released this week, which is an older movie, Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson was badass in that
It was a cool movie.
That was like straight after Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, it was definitely. And so that's, a classic that they're bringing to us in high definition finally. So
Should be good.
Yeah.
Should be good. Anything else to report on?
No. I think we've got it covered.
Our Gary Busey nugget of wisdom for the week is you can't have a real relationship with your girlfriend without complete trust from your wife.
Oh.
And we'll leave you
Gary.
with that. Enjoy. Thank you for joining us. Please follow us on Twitter.
And Facebook.
Become a fan.
Yeah.
Strike back with your comments. Always warm and welcome.
For sure. Enjoy your new year.
2011 right at you. Good things happening.
Yeah, bye.
Even though you said for me